guys, it's Claude, and today I want to talk about transitioning between chords using single notes. Now, there's a lot of different ways we can do this. I'm going to talk about 4 different ways over these next couple of videos. This video, we're just going to focus on one technique, which is called bass note runs. In other words, using low notes or bass notes in between our chords to kind of connect them together. So let me give you a couple examples of some bass note runs in some famous songs, and then I'll talk about how you can come up with your own riffs. Alright, so here's an example. Alright, so that's from Neil Young, and it's just, instead of the A minor or A minor to D, we're really going A, walking up that bass line to the D, and then back to the A. So notice how we're hitting those, root notes of the chord. Here's another example. Okay, that's from C. Miller. Again, we're using the G chord, but we're starting with a G bass note. Walking it up to the next chord, which is the C. Okay, so there's a couple principles here. First of all, when I say we're walking it up, like in that first example, A, B, C, D. So we're staying within the scale. It helps to know a little bit of music theory, and you want to kind of stay in that major scale. And by the way, if you're not familiar with the major scale, or you want to learn more of these example songs, you can check out my beginner course called Ultimate Beginner Guitar, and it's got a lot of great songs, so check that out. It's a little plug for the day. So anyway, using the stay within the scale, that's one principle. Another one is that this is really more of a melody with low notes than a bass line per se. So what I mean by that is, these riffs, they're a really strong melody. You could hum that. Same thing with this one. Okay, very strong melody. And when you're writing your own melodies, you want to keep that in mind. Also, this is kind of obvious, but we're hitting the root of the chord on the beat where it falls. So again, with this one, G. If our chord progression is G, C, D, C, notice how we're hitting those notes: G, C, D, C. Okay. So let's take our own progression. Here's one that I like. It's G, A minor, C, D. So what I recommend you do is write the bass line or the melody, the low melody first, and then add it with the chords. So here's one that I came up with. And again, if I'm really in the key of G, I want to use those notes from G major. So I'm going like this: G, B, G. Okay, that B is in the scale, right? Then I hit the A, which is our next chord. Even though it's A minor, we still hit the A in the bass. And there, we're really using that walking up kind of movement. A, C, sorry, A, B, C. And then C, C, D. And all these notes are, again, within this scale. Now it's interesting when I go from the A minor to the C, it's got enough space to walk up, like there's 3 notes there. A, B, C. Notice between the G and the A, I don't have that many notes. There's only a G and an A. So that's why I do something different. I go up to the B. And again, from the C to the D, I have to kind of go in a different direction. Okay? Now you could do something like chromatic, like you could always do that. You don't have to stay inside the scale. These are just guidelines, you know, not strict rules. But anyway, once I have this down, I can combine it with the strumming. Alright, so hope you enjoyed this lesson. Play around this technique, and I'll be back next time for more techniques on how to transition between chords. Until then, stay cool, stay groovy, and rock on.